Today our fifth news is South Korea's ruthless increase in their working hours. South Korea's proposed plan to raise the cap on working hours has sparked a fierce backlash from younger workers and labor unions. The increase from 52 to 69 hours per week had been suggested to address the country's labor shortage, but critics warn it will exacerbate overwork-related issues and demographic problems already faced by South Korea. The country has one of the highest average annual working hours in the world, linked to a rise in cases of death by overwork, known as gorosa. Critics argue that longer work hours will exacerbate mental health challenges, with South Korea already having the highest suicide rate among developed nations. The recent backlash has led the government to reconsider its plans, with the president's senior secretary pledging to listen to public opinion. The government must find alternative solutions to the labor shortage without sacrificing the well-being of its workers. Our fourth news is the Istanbul earthquake disaster that scientists have been warning about for many years. In Istanbul, Turkey, there is a high probability of a major earthquake occurring due to its location near two fault lines, making it one of the most seismically active regions in the world. Another earthquake on the North Anatolian Fault, which has historically caused disastrous earthquakes, could reach a magnitude of 7.2 to 7.8, with devastating consequences for the city. The mayor has launched a roadmap for disaster preparedness, which includes allocating more funds to the city's disaster preparedness program, establishing new emergency points, and implementing a rapid scanning system to assess building safety. With over 100,000 applications for building evaluations since the last earthquake, the urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. The steps being taken to prepare can help save lives and minimize damage caused by such a disaster. Our third news is the use of Starlink satellites in illegal mines in Amazon. Brazil's environmental police have found 5 Starlink satellite dishes at illegal mining sites in the Amazon during raids on Tuesday. The small, easy-to-use satellite dishes made by SpaceX can provide high-speed, low-latency broadband internet in remote and rural locations globally. While the equipment itself is not illegal, it can be used for illegal activities, such as aiding communications between illegal miners. The Yanomami territory, where the satellite dishes were found, is a protected reservation where mining is illegal, but miners have flooded the area over the last few years, driving away vital health workers and damaging the natural environment. A report by Brazilian NGO Instituto Socioambiental found that mines on Yanomami land had risen from 4 in 2015 to 1,556 by the end of 2021. Our second news is the historical visit of the ex-president of Taiwan to China after many years. Former Taiwanese President Ma Ying-jeou is set to make a historic trip to mainland China from March 27 to April 7. It will be the first visit by a former Taiwanese leader to China since the end of the Chinese Civil War in 1949. While the trip is being labeled as a private one, it comes amid growing tensions over the future of Taiwan. China claims the self-ruled island as its own and has not ruled out using force to take control. Ma's visit also comes as Taiwan and the U.S. seek to counter China's increasing military capabilities. The KMT, of which Ma is a senior member, has sought to improve ties with Beijing, but has faced voter backlash. Meanwhile, Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen is expected to make a stopover in the U.S. en route to Latin America. Today our first news is first visit of the Chinese president to Moscow after the Russian occupation of mainland Ukraine. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has arrived in Moscow for a 3-day visit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This is the first visit to Russia by Xi since Russia began its unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. The visit is expected to focus on discussions about Ukraine, which has seen tens of thousands of people killed in a mass humanitarian crisis. The International Criminal Court in The Hague has also issued a warrant for Putin's arrest for committing war crimes in Ukraine. China has billed the trip as a journey of friendship, cooperation and peace, but some Western capitals may see it as a ringing endorsement of the Russian leader. Meanwhile, the United States and its allies have warned that China may be considering sending lethal aid to Russia for its war effort, which Beijing denies. Western leaders are skeptical about China's potential role as a peacemaker and its claimed neutrality in the conflict.